Look at her crying. That's so sweet. Please welcome to the Much Music environment, Melanie Chisholm. Well, you might know her as Melanie C. right here. Pleasure to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you too.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming. I have a feeling no matter what you say, you can sneeze and they're going to just start screaming out there.
You know what? Canada is such a great place. Whenever the Spice Girls are in town, we get a reception like this, and it's fabulous. Thank you, Canada.
I beg to differ. Everywhere around the world this happens.
But there's specific places in the world when it's just a little bit more crazy, and Canada's definitely up there in the top 3.
Have you ever considered why? Why this particular market?
I think because you're all crazy. That's why I like it so much. I've got a family here.
Yes, we know that.
I always say that every time. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Ian. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope they're watching.
October 26th, mark that down on your calendar if you don't already know. This is the release of Northern Star, the debut solo album. One of the things I have to ask immediately is the first seedlings planted for this years and years ago, like you've wanted to do this for a while.
Yeah, a long, long time. It was something that all the Spice Girls, you know, we've all wanted to do solo ventures as well. And we always talked about it in the early days, and it's only now it's been possible for us to go off and do it. So here it is.
Was it a matter of just having some downtime? And they like that. October 26th. Okay.
Well, you know, Melanie and Victoria became pregnant towards the end of the tour. So obviously, you know, they needed a little bit of time to themselves. And so I decided that this was going to be my baby.
You could have, well, that's sweet. That's a good way of looking at it. You could have gone on vacation, traveled the world, hung out with some of your friends. Instead, you headed into a studio to work.
Well, you know, I love to work. And also, you know, my job isn't like a job. You know, I just love doing it. And it was like a holiday. I did most of it in LA. Okay. So it was sunny.
Stuff we'll talk about a little bit later, because Mel G calls you, she's gone California now. I don't know what that means, but we gotta find out what that means.
Do I seem Californian? Nah. I haven't got the boobs.
Which means that if you live there, you obviously have to have,
There you go.
Which is a silly part of that culture they have down there. You compared the Spice Girls to your solo career, one being a hobby, the Spice Girls, and this,
Isn't it hard
the
to
solo.
concentrate when they're shouting outside? Hello, outside!
No, I'm.
I like that. Isn't that a good way to avoid the sticky question? Yeah!
I don't want to cause a riot, but if you want to see something, we'll walk over to the window later, and then you're going to see some crazy stuff going on out there. But this is your career, whereas the Spice Girls are a hobby. Can you elaborate?
Well, this is the quote that'll haunt me for the rest of my life. What I meant when I said that was, you know, why do you do a hobby? Because you love it, because you enjoy it. And like I was saying, you know, Spice Girls, it's never felt like a job, because, you know, we're just a gang of mates who have a great time. And that's purely what I meant. You know, I wasn't disrespecting the Spice Girls in any way, because that'd be silly, because I'm one of the Spice Girls. You know, I'd be disrespecting myself, and who's going to do that? So, you know, when you have interviews in magazines like this, sometimes they put things slightly out of context, and they like it to read the way they want it to sound, you know? So it was a little bit of a weird one.
This was the Q article that came out about a month ago, which the photos for it on the beach. What beach was that?
I was in St. Martin.
My God.
In the Caribbean, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Because you're always wearing track pants, and to see you in a bathing suit, it's like, holy cow.
I had a body double.
Very cool. One of the... I don't know if you've seen these pictures, but wow. But anyway, one of the things that a lot of people are talking about is the first single, because it is unlike anything we've heard Mel C be involved with before. Is that stylistically sort of more to your taste rather than the sort of pop the Spice Girls is known
Well, I think, you know, hopefully if people give the album a listen, they'll see there's a whole host of things going on, you know. So that is one type of music I like to listen to, but I love to listen to all types of music. But, you know, my favourite bands do tend to be rock bands.
That first single is not indicative of the record, though. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, a little world you've created.
Yeah, I think, you know, a lot of Spice Girls fans think, you know, maybe it's not going to be to their taste, but it's all pop, you know, and there's some more dancey stuff on there, there's some R&B, there's, what else is on there? There's acoustic stuff, but there are a few rock tracks as well, but nothing, you know, too far away from the Spice Girls.
All the songs are co-written by you. Yes. Are you in love? Some of the songs sound like you are in love. Some of them, you just got out of a relationship and you don't like that person very much.
Well, you know, you know, some of the situations that I talk about on the album are things that have happened to me, you know, situations I've been in and emotions I've been through. And so you know, it's a bit of a documentary of my life kind of thing, you know. So it's over the last, I'd say, I don't know, 20 years. Because between 1 and 5, I didn't really care.
The ballads, I have to ask, the way you approach a microphone to sing certain words, it's very tender. There isn't a lot of emotion going out there, which makes me think maybe that's why you are a true artist that way, to be able to emote those emotions. Where's your headspace when you're singing? Because listening to it with headphones, it's like, you know, it does take you somewhere.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's great, because I mean, that's what I wanted to achieve, because for me, when I sing, I'm in my own world, you know, and it was very important for me on the album to just experiment and use my voice in many different ways, as well as, you know, approaching many different styles. And, you know, it's great you can stick on your headphones and shut your eyes and just use every vowel and every consonant. And, you know, I like to create sounds as well as, you know, putting across what the song's about, what the lyrics, you know, mean.
Okay, well, what we're going to do right now is feature Mel C over the next hour, and also a lot of your comments and questions, and so look forward to those. Real soon we'll be hearing from you. We're going to play Going Down right now.
Yeah.
I have to ask, and feel free to shy away from the answer, but was this written about somebody in particular? Because you're mad at someone here.
Yeah, it was about something
angry.
that happened to me, yes. That's it, I'm not telling you anymore. Read into it what you will. Make it apply to you.
No alluding to anything?
Oh, it's about a guy, you know, that I liked, and he didn't like me, so...
Bastard.
You're allowed to say that on the telly.
I'm allowed, you're not, because I watched the documentary, and you had a few swear words in that documentary. This is live, don't forget, so there'll be no swearing, Melanie.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to give you some Going Down, but don't go away, because there's still so much more with Mel C live in Much. Don't go away.
I've been on this losing streak. I wonder what it would be like if we turned out the lights. I wonder what it would be like. I'm longing for you. What it would do, yeah. Who will be the first to strike if you stayed the night? I wonder what it would be like to love you.
Little smidgen, It's funny because there's no point in me talking. Okay, there we go. That was nice, thank you. That was just a little smidgen you saw, just a little taste of a half-hour documentary that we're airing actually next week, so look forward to that. And what's going to happen is you recorded the album in LA. We're going to talk about LA. Mel G said you've gone California. She was just joking, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Why LA, though? You had a lot of places to choose from.
Well, I started the album in England. I'd done some stuff in Ireland as well. And then I went over to LA to meet another writer that I wanted to work with. And then when I was over there, I just bumped into so many great people. And there's so many studios there and great musicians. And the weather was great. And I was just enjoying myself so much. I thought, I think I'll stay here. And I just finished it there. It was nice to get away from England and just focus, you know, get away from any distractions that I have at home. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to focus fully on the album.
The distractions coming from tabloids, because that was one of the theories, was you can just focus without this other stuff
that's
going on.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I love England. You know, it's my home. But that is one of the downfalls of the country, is that the tabloid press had a bit of a pain.
Well, something that came out of LA is you being good friends with Anthony Kiedis. So
Look at your little smirky face. The whole time I was in LA, I don't think he was there very long because he's away on tour. But I met Anthony about a year ago when I was in LA with the Spice Girls, and you know, we've been friends ever since.
Okay.
But nothing romantic, I'll have you know.
What did you say behind me? What happened? About what? She said I'm jealous. Robbie Williams? Another name that people are tossing? No, we won't. Do you want to talk about that?
No.
Okay. It must be a bit difficult. Every time you open up the paper, you must laugh sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes it gets a bit irritating, but, you know, if people want to talk about it, it's very flattering, so I can't complain.
Okay. We're going to go to an audience question right now. I believe Nick is somewhere with a microphone.
Hi, Melanie.
Hello, Nick.
He's right over there.
My question is, what does Northern Star mean, and if there's any pressure in getting a #1 because of the huge success of the Spice Girls?
First of all, Northern Star. It was one of the first songs that I wrote over in LA. And it's quite an autobiographical song for me. And I feel in life I'm always looking for something that I can rely on, something that's constant and something to guide me through. And I felt that the Northern Star was a really, like, a beautiful image of that. And then when I wrote the song, I just thought it was a great album title as well. And being from the north of England, it's a bit of a play on words and a bit of a joke too. Oh, and the other bit about #1s, not really. You know, the only pressure I ever put on myself is to be the best that I can be. And with this album, I'm very, very proud. And I don't think I could have made a better album at this point in my life. And so for me, it's #1 for me. And I just hope everybody enjoys it.
Cool.
Good answer. Thanks, Nick. I have an email actually from Kayla Skeeth, and Kayla says her friend recently told her that there's a rumor going around saying you might leave the Spice Girls. Is that true? Yeah, you've been hearing this for what, 5 years now?
I know, it's like, you know, they said we were a one-hit wonder. Well, if you'd ever seen a band with that many one-hits. No, it's ridiculous. I've got no intentions of leaving the Spice Girls. We're working on our 3rd album, you know, at the moment. We've done quite a few, you know, songs for that, and it sounded really great. And that'll be out in the spring, so no plans to leave. I'm a Spice Girl forever!
Actually, it's funny, yeah, you were, there was like the 15 Minutes of Fame was supposed to have been up from the 2nd single on the debut album.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
That's funny.
Well, you know, prove it wrong, that's what you got to do.
Spice women now, do you think? Just because this album
never.
does? No?
Never. Because, you know, I thought that when the girls got pregnant and got married, I thought, oh no, they're growing up and going all sensible, but they've not. They're exactly the same. They're still mad as ever, if not madder. And so we're still Spice Girls through and through.
Once a Spice Girl, always a Spice Girl then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have a phone call from Bill from Markdale, Ontario. Bill, are you on the line?
Yeah, I am.
Hi,
What's your
Bill.
question for Melanie?
Hi. You have a different sound in your new video. Have you tried to get the Spice Girls to make videos like that?
Well, we've only just really got to work on our 3rd album. I think, you know, Spice Girls, we like to keep it quite poppy and quite fun, but we have got a bit of rock influence on a few tracks, but I don't think we'd ever go, you know, that much in a rock direction. So, but we'll see. Maybe I'll twist her arm.
The decision for this first single being Going Down was a big departure. Was that one of the reasons to sort of get that out of the way, saying this is a side maybe you've never seen, here it is?
You know, I think maybe it was a subconscious thing, because I wasn't trying to make a statement, but as soon as I wrote the single, I just knew in my heart I wanted it to be the first single. I don't know why, there's no reason behind it. I don't know, one of them things.
Okay. What we're going to do is give you we talked a little bit about the Spice Girls. Before we get to the video, you can't talk about Spice Girls and not mention girl power, because we put girl power on the map with talking about it for years. Is this a logical extension of girl power? And what I mean is, for you, girl power, you said, is strength, it's independence, it's confidence, it's sexiness.
Most definitely, you know, it's going out and achieving your dreams or trying to, you know, and that's just what I'm doing here. You know, I'm very happy with the Spice Girls. We've achieved so much, but, you know, my solo stuff is just something else that I want to have a go at.
Okay. Well, we're going to give you Say You'll Be There, of course, the Spice Girls, right here with Mel C. But don't go away, there's still so much more after this. Hang in there.
This is my modest LA trainer collection because all my trainers are at home. So I came out here with 3 because I hate carrying them all on the plane. But I've been here for 3 months now and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I thought I had more than that. 17. That's bad, isn't it? I'm trying to border the whole room. That's the actual aim.
I'm not thinking about you. I'm happy without you. No matter what we see.
Welcome back, hanging with Mel C here in the Much environment again. careful. That's good. Mel appreciates it, but don't blow out her eardrums, though.
Save it for tomorrow night.
A little snippet of a documentary that we're airing next week, of course, on the recording of the album done in California. I understand 17 pairs of shoes that you purchased there went up to like 30 pairs of shoes by the end?
I think I lost count. It was in the 20s anyway.
Wow. And you took them all home?
Not all of them. I had to leave some behind. They wouldn't all fit in my case.
That's one of the very few clips I've ever seen with, actually, we could see your feet.
Bare feet.
Yeah, because you're always wearing running shoes. So we can actually, that was good. We're going to take more of your phone calls and stuff coming up real soon, but yeah, we will. Maybe we'll take a little walk out there. Hang on there. We have to talk about Jerry's solo career. The expectations for sales figures for...
I can't hear you. Go on.
She loves you too. Okay, the expectation, sales-wise, for her album was through the roof. Obviously, people thinking a built-in audience. The sales figures, in reality, didn't match the projections. Does that concern you at all? That kind of stuff?
No, because, you know, you'd never know what to expect. You know, but I just feel this is a great album. If people, you know, if they listen to it with unbiased ears, then it should do well.
So success isn't numbers, it's just having this here.
Yeah, you know, I want it to do well. You know, I want people to like it. Nice!
Get in line, buddy!
So, you know, whatever. I just hope people like it.
Okay, on the phone right now would be from Halifax. Devin is on the line. Devin, can you hear?
Yep, hi. Hi.
Go ahead, Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Hi.
It's a bit mad down here.
There's Nipsey as well here. First, could you just say hi to this guy who, like, loves you? His name's Kent Plummer.
What's his name?
Kent Plummer.
What's his first name? Somebody
Kent.
Plummer?
Kent.
Kent. What, like Clark
Yeah.
Kent? Kent.
He's like a huge fan.
Hi, Kent Plummer.
Hi, okay, here's our question.
Okay.
We were wondering if you're just acting like a punk now to get a new audience, or if you were always this way and you just had to, like, find a way to have a fun show. Get off the
Ooh. No?
Devin, you're not very popular here in Toronto, we gotta let you know.
No, that's cool. Watch out for me and my crew. No, you know, I'm a performer and I can take on a whole, you know, number of different styles. If you've ever seen a Spice Girls show, you'll know we all do that. We have different songs. You know, we take on different personas in each song that we sing, and that's just all part of being an entertainer, because you express yourself in lots of different ways.
Okay, I didn't mean to offend you or anything.
No, you didn't offend me. You didn't. We're cool, aren't we?
Will you have to grow your hair back?
Thanks, Devin.
Thanks, Devin.
Yeah, Q was calling you Punk Spice now, which is kind of funny.
Oh, everybody's got names for me. I don't mind as long as they're not offensive.
Okay, we have an audience question. Ruby is standing by with a microphone, holding a picture.
Ruby.
Hi. I was wondering, because you've had such a huge success in the past, is there anything that you would still like to do as an artist?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you know, I've made this album now, like we were saying, I really want it to be successful, but also, you know, continuing success with the Spice Girls, and hopefully, you know, to continue and have a successful solo career too. So that's my hopes and dreams for the future.
Thank you for your question, Ruby. One of the producers on this, we had 9 producers in all, I think 9, on this album, Northern
Oh, I
Star.
don't think there's 9.
8?
How many is there? There was a few.
A lot of co-writers, a lot of...
Yeah, there's quite a few people involved. I was very lucky.
One of the producers, Marius DeVries, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
That's right, DeVries, yeah.
Marius?
Yeah.
He had a comment about, after meeting you and working with you, was that knowing how much success you've had all these years and just how massive this level you've achieved, you're still not happy. You're still not content.
I don't think, I mean, I am happy, I'm very happy, but you should never, well, I'm not saying you should, I'm not preaching, but for me, I'm never content, because you've always got to try and improve yourself. You know, that's my aim in life, just to try and better myself. You know, otherwise life isn't worth living unless you keep striving for something more, is it?
It's an interesting concept because you can only go so far, and you've proven the Spice Girls are there, though.
No, you can't.
No?
Because, you know, for us, okay, we've achieved, you know, we've been the biggest bands in the world, but we've got to continue that, you know. We've got to keep creating fantastic music and you know, you're always working hard. You can never just say, I've done it now, and sit back.
Good for you. Good work ethic. Today the world, maybe tomorrow, maybe the solar system.
The moon.
The solar. Good for you. An email from Matt Bradford. Matt from Bradford congratulates you on the first single. Says he really likes it, and he says he likes you a lot better as a soloist, which is interesting. But wants to know what your thoughts were about Jerry's solo album and what you have to think about her leaving the girls.
Well, it's quite a long time ago now, so, you know, there's no hard feelings between us and Jerry. We're all still friends. But at the time, we were quite shocked, and of course, very sad. You know, I miss her dearly, you know, as a friend. I do still keep in touch with her, though. But, you know, for her solo album, I think, you know, she's done really well. It's great, but, you know, it's not really my kind of thing.
Okay.
But I love Mi Chico Latino. I do like that song a lot.
There has been contact then.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. With all the rest of the girls and her? With the whole camp and Jerry, or just you and Jerry?
I'll just say I've spoken to Jerry.
Okay, and everything's cool. We're not... Do you want us to come out of the window or what? What's going on there? Well, I think we have to go to the window at least to say hi.
Okay.
Want to do that? Okay. Oh, look at this, look! So much more coming to you after this. Don't go away. Mel C right here, live outside of Much, actually soaking up the attention. You look hurt. You looked hurt a second ago. Why do you... Stuff, right? I think you have a question. Can I jump down? Excuse me for a second. What's your name?
Angie. I flew 3 hours from Calgary just to be here.
From all the way from Calgary.
What kind of mood were you in when you wrote Northern Star?
I think when I wrote that song, I was in a very reminiscent mood. When I was over in California, it gave me a lot of time, because I was on my own, to think about everything that the Spice Girls have achieved. And so it's quite a mellow song, and I'm very proud of what we've done. Thank you.
I've heard there's people from all over the place coming to see you. We're gonna go back inside. Hear me. I assume at least a couple of them are going to be checking you out tomorrow at the warehouse here in Toronto. I understand it's webcast, which would be kind of neat for people all around the world to check this out.
Yeah, that's great.
Is it seem like starting over? Obviously, multiple nights at huge stadiums like Wembley, and all of a sudden you're doing something like a small, not a small club, but
it's a lot smaller.
A lot smaller.
Do you know what?
Wembley.
I like it because, I tell you what, I mean, you can't take it away from doing places like arenas and amphitheatres. I mean, that is fantastic. But when it's a smaller place, you're so close to the audience, and you can really feel the energy. None of it gets lost. You know, it's right there in your face, so it's more intimate. I like it a lot. It's good.
In something like a Wembley, can you see faces? Can you make contact as much as...
The thing is, you know, doing a place like Wembley, you can see the first few rows, but the people at the back are like little tiny dots. You know, so it's nice for it to be more intimate, and you can see the whites of their eyes.
And this is, you've dotted the world with this small club tour now, but there will be a full-fledged Melanie C world tour a little bit later on?
You know, we're hoping, that's what we're talking about right now. If the album does well, you know, if people want to see me everywhere, then I'll be doing January over in Europe, and then I'll be back over this part of the world, my favourite part of the world, in February.
Cue the album shot there. Gotta cue the album shot there after.
I don't know if it's going to look like that. That's the sampler. It might be a different picture.
Okay, October 26th for Northern Star. On the phone right now would be Chantel from Burlington, Ontario. Hello, Chantel.
Hello.
Hey, Chantel.
Hi, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. What do you want to know?
Okay, if you could use your fame and popularity in the entertainment business to promote an important world issue, what would it be?
Well, I feel there are a lot of very, worthy causes that we should use our celebrity for. But there's a song on my album that's written about something that I feel very strongly about, and that's homelessness. It's a huge problem in England, as I think in a lot of places, a lot of inner cities, especially across the world. So that's something, I want to stand up and fight for.
All right.
Or against, rather.
You must be asked. Thank you very much for your question, Chantal.
Thank you, that's a good one.
You must get asked a lot to partake in benefits, and the Spice Girls have, to an extent, done stuff.
That's the thing. There's so many causes, but we always do as much as we can. And of course, you get a lot of flack. If you get a lot of publicity for doing these things, it's like, you're just doing it for publicity's sake. So, we do a lot of things that, not a lot of people know about as well.
We're not interrupting you, are we, out there? Tara, somewhere. Tara has the microphone over there. She has a question.
Hi, Melanie. I'm Tara.
I'm Amber.
My name's Ryan.
Hello.
We just want to let you know that we're your biggest fans here in Toronto.
Thank you very
And we were
much. I think some people disagree.
And we were talking to you about a month ago on the web chat, and we want to let you know that we love you. And our question for you is...
In your Spice Girls in America video, you speak of Spice Girls Millennium Bash. Are you having one? And if not, what are your new plans for the Millennium?
Well, we're doing some shows, unfortunately, only in the UK in December, the Spice Girls. I know, what's with that? But the new album will be out in the spring, and then, we're hoping to tour that next summer. So we'll be around.
So the actual evening of December 31st.
The evening of December 31st, I'm going to go away somewhere hot. I think, seek the sun. I'm going to spend it with my family. It's my brother's birthday, so it's his special day.
So you're not working, it's going to be Mel C time.
I'd like to do a show, but I've got no plans at the moment.
Okay. Everyone loves Mel C, me included, but Mel C will be back right after this break, so don't go away. Thank you. There must have been offers, though, to do like... Brian Adams with Mel C right there on Much Music, of course, Mel C here in the environment. That was your first venture outside of the Spice Girls with recording. Away from the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
What had happened? Brian and you met somewhere? And...
Yeah, we met over in LA, actually. It all happens in LA, doesn't it, for me? We ran tour with the Spice Girls last year, and we were staying in the same hotel. And we just got talking, and we got on really well. And then he just told me about this track he had. I thought that my voice would sound good in it, and I couldn't believe it. I was so flattered. And, I heard the song, and it's a great song. So it all happened from there.
When one of you ventured off, Mel G with her dabbling.
Yeah, she went with Missy Elliott.
Yeah. You first with this. When you go back and tell the girls what's going on, is there any kind of like...
Competition?
Not competition, but like, why? What do you want to work with them for?
No, not
Nothing
at
like
all. We're all very, very proud of each other. We're like proud mums, you know what I mean? Whenever anybody does anything right. And we feel like, it's part of our success too, but like when Melanie had success with the Missy Elliott track and, the song, the cameo Word Up cover she done for Austin Powers, we feel really proud.
There's a support system there.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much of that support was there throughout all the times that you heard from fans, from the industry, from magazines. Melanie C is the talented one. Melanie C is the better singer of them all. How did the girls react to that?
They print a lot of stuff in, and you've got to remember, when you're reading articles, that's one person's opinion, and everybody's got their favourite Spice Girl. You know what I mean? So I couldn't, you can't take it to heart.
They've heard that, though. I'm sure they have. And that is a very common...
Who's heard that?
The girls. That's a very common sentiment.
There's other articles that say I suck, so, it swings and roundabouts, as we say at home.
Okay. We have Kayla. Kayla standing by with a microphone, I believe. She's over there. Right over there. Hi, Kayla. How you doing?
I'm great. Hi, Melanie. I'm Kayla. I'm from Richmond Hill. And the fact that you're even acknowledging me for a second means the world to me.
Oh, thank you. That's sweet.
That is sweet, actually.
I know.
What's your question?
My question is, I wanted to know what your workout schedule is.
We've seen you running on the beach in that tape.
Yeah, it really depends. At the moment, it's quite nice. With being on tour, I get, like, the mornings to myself. And so sometimes, like, you know, I'll go to the gym, or when I'm somewhere that's nice and sunny, like LA, like run on the beach. I like to do yoga. I'm into lifting weights at the moment, so I usually spend most of my time in the gym.
Great.
Thanks, Kayla. Now, in all the videos we've seen you do kicks. There's a certain element of martial arts that you do. Have you trained in the martial arts, or?
Not extensively, but I first got into that when we done Save You There, because we done a little bit of training for that video, and I just got hooked really. And I've done a bit more kickboxing since then, but I'm not that qualified. I sort of just make it up as I go along.
So you don't have a belt. You just know how to kick.
I bought a black belt, but I didn't earn it.
Here's our camera here. How high can your foot get?
Oh.
Can it get pretty
I
high?
suppose we're going to find out, aren't we now?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see. Which camera do you want to see, Mel? Do you want to look? All the camera people are scared because they're all pointing at each other.
I'm not going to get anyone. Do you want to kick up there? Oh, I've got my jeans on. Blame it on the jeans. Blame it on your toes. Ha!
That was good. That was good. And I've seen you do roundhouses and stuff. That was good. That was a good kick. What was funny is when we asked which camera, all the camera people are going him. And the other guys going, no, him. None of them wanted to get hit. I'm going to go to the window in just a second. Just a second. Oh, what the hell? We'll go now.
Okay.
We'll go now. Okay, don't forget. Don't forget, we are going to wrap this up real soon, but Mel C at the Warehouse tomorrow here in Toronto, and look for a full-fledged world tour with Mel. This is nice. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is music. Do you feel responsible for sort of starting pop comes and goes? It's a dirty word, then it's a part of the industry.
Yeah, I think, you know, there's so much pop music out there now, and I think a lot of it is accepted now because of the Spice Girls. So I do feel quite proud. There's some great artists out there.
It must be a buzz to look out and see someone who's 12 years old, and then to see someone who's like 60.
Oh, it's mad. The Spice Girls are also such a huge diverse it's something we're really proud of.
So good to see you. It really is. Thank you very much for coming. Merci, everyone. We're going to give you some Blink 182. This is a Mel's video pick. Any reason why you Blink 182?
Because this video really makes me laugh. I think it's great.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for playing Cool. Thanks for coming down. Don't forget the Warehouse tomorrow in Toronto. See you there.